Hi, my name is Snoopi Botten, and I have cerebral palsy. Back in around 2011, I had nerve damage to the C vertebrae in the back of my neck and became unable to move. I needed to have surgery, but my white blood count was too high due to infections. These infections affected my memory. It was to the point where I could no longer communicate using icon sequences. On top of it, I had to access my device using a single switch access method, which was slow. If I was lucky, I could do about 3 or 4 words per minute. I think most people who scan wish there was a faster way. In 2017, I was at closing the gap and totally frustrated with my communication rate. When someone told me they had a solution for me, my eyes rolled. I assumed they wanted me to try some new vocabulary. They kept saying no, it was a modified access method. So I had them load it onto my communication device and I started scanning. Then I was told to press the switch a second time to change directions. That got my attention. So once I saw I could change directions, I already knew it would greatly speed up my communication rate. But then I was introduced to some of the Grid 3 sets and I was sold. I love Grid 3. It was created by Smartbox and is now owned by Tobii Dynavox. Not long ago, there was an update to one of the Grid sets called the Text Talker, which is what I'm pulling up. And before I go any further, let me say I have a bug that I have not reported yet that I'm fighting with. It's with the rest key, and I will select it right now. Once selected, it prevents you from accidentally making selections. Select it again. And you can once again select anything you want. Well, the problem is, it keeps going on and off by itself. So if it does it during this demo, please excuse it. One other thing. The narration of this video is done using the DeckTalk speech software. As far as I know, DeckTalk is not available for Grid 3. So when I actually use Grid 3 in this demo, you will hear the voice of Ryan, which does come with Grid 3, along with many other male and female voices. Now, let me demonstrate by selecting the letter M. First I'll do it the regular way. I will start scanning down. And now across. And as you can see, it takes quite a while to get to the letter M. Okay, now I'll show you what Grid 3 can do. Once again I'm selecting the letter M. Now we all know the scan will start at the top and go down. But I want it to start with the bottom row. So right from the start, I want it to change directions. So watch what happens when I start by pressing the single switch twice in a row. It changes directions and starts with the bottom row and scans upwards. It will scan each row for as many times as you have it set for. And because I have already changed the vertical direction from down to up, I can do one of 3 things. I can press the switch once and scan horizontally from left to right. I can press the switch twice to scan from right to left. Or I can press the switch a 3rd time to select the cell I'm on. Well, once the scanning gets to the row where the letter M is, the M is on the right side. So instead of scanning from left to right, which would take longer, I actually want to scan from right to left so that the scanning will start on the right. So I press the switch twice, and you can see how quickly I can get to and select the letter M. Okay, I am going to clear the display and then select the letter M again so you can see how fast I can get to and select it. On the left of the text display area, the second icon down is a trash can, which actually clears the text from the display. Now let me tell you what I'm going to do before I actually do it. I'm going to press the single switch one time to start scanning down. I'll let it scan downwards one row, because that's where the trash can is. Once that row is highlighted, I will need to press the single switch activation 4 times in a row, and let me tell you why so you will understand it. Pressing the switch once will change the direction from down to up. Pressing the switch twice will select the row and scan from left to right. Pressing the switch a third time will change directions and scan from right to left. Finally, pressing the switch a fourth time selects the highlighted cell, which in this case will be the trash can. You won't hear noises as I'm pressing the switch, so just watch. And the letter M is gone. And watch how quickly I can scan to select it again. And again I'll clear it. I used the letter M as a demonstration because with regular scanning, it's the farthest letter to get to, therefore it takes the longest amount of time to select. So, the faster someone can scan to a desired selection, the faster a person can communicate. And I'm just getting started. I now want to show you the phrase prediction, which is one of my favorite features in the text talker. So underneath the text area cell are 3 cells that are the phrase predictions. I love it, but as a user, I personally have one issue. Once you select a phrase, it clears the display before it brings up the phrase. Now you can edit the cell and remove the clear command, but then you have the issue of it having extra words if you try to speak everything, so it's a no-win situation. So let me just show you a sample of the phrase prediction. You will now hear the voice of Ryan, which is one of the voices that comes with Grid 3.
This is a demonstration of both word and phrase prediction. This uses spelling, word prediction, next word prediction, and phrase prediction, all together for very fast communication. Please watch, and see how fast communication can be.
Okay, now under the phrase prediction is the word prediction, which works together with the phrase prediction. Let's say I wanted to ask someone something about tomorrow. Well, as long as I know the word tomorrow will be in the desired phrase, I can just start typing the word tomorrow. And I'm actually clearing the text first. So now I'll start typing the word tomorrow. And once the desired word shows up in the word prediction, I can just select it.
Tomorrow.
And looking at my phrase prediction, I have 3 possible phrases to choose from.
Are you working tomorrow?
Or, the word prediction is predicting the next word I might want to say, and the more you use it, the better the prediction will become. Now, I'm not going over everything because someone else already did a webinar on this. But I want to show you the quick phrases feature. I won't go into any of my quick phrases because they contain personal information. But let me just show you. On the top left corner of the text area is what looks like a quote bubble, like the ones you see in a comic strip. So when I select it, it brings up the quick phrase categories. Now I'm already in the category of eating and drinking, and I already have some phrases that I want quick access to. Let me show you these, and how many of you can relate. When some people feed me for the first time, they blow on my food. Excuse me, but I don't want their germs all over my food. So my very first quick phrase is,
Please don't blow on my food.
so as you can see, accessing vocabulary is fast and easy with very little to remember. I'm a reader, so I prefer text. But there are many other grid sets that use both text and pictures, or all pictures. And of course, there are many different access methods. For more information, please get a hold of Toby Dynavox.